championship. Something stupid is coming out of his mouth. I don't know. Maybe it's just my age. He needs his vote pulled immediately. And of course, yes, a season like this has to have a name. Let's talk about something good about Justin Freck. What are you doing? The season of dreams. Ohio State, my guys, are either the best or the second best program in the history of college football. This guy is a bonehead. They love him. I question your judgment as an adult. I really do. I was a total hater. I know that for a fact, and I just don't get it. Get us back our sleeves and say, bring me that. That's the one I want. Yeah, we're going to get there. So their lack of NIL funds is something that kind of, we've known for a while. Their NIL has sucked, and they took the fake moral grounds, screaming at us as if, it was illegal or something, when it's perfectly, it's obviously moral to pay people for their work, number one. And they just took that fake moral high ground.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why their NIL was never as good as Ohio State's. They claim to have the biggest brand in the country, just as Ohio State does. They claim to have just as many fans. They're in a state with the same population. Either they're just cheap or they don't care as much about football. I don't know why it doesn't match, but it never did. So we've established that their NIL does not match Ohio State's. We've established that they're taking this huge swing, $10.5 million to Bryce Underwood. Now, back to 1870. So Thursday, I got an email from 1870, and they set up a ticket selling site called NILCs. And the proceeds, for instance, the Big Ten championship game was on there. Buy tickets through this site, and some of the proceeds go to the team,
Seems like
which I thought was a pretty cool idea. That's not the last time we heard from 1870 yesterday. I was putting my notes together for the show. I checked my Twitter feed. The first thing I saw was a tweet from you, and it was responding to a post from 1870. And this is not how you talk to people on Twitter, Chris. This piqued my interest.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear any of this. Go ahead and delete this post and hope everyone forgets. So I'm like, whoa, what's going on here?
I don't talk like that, Chuck. Like, I'm a super nice guy. I was fed up, though.
And here is what they tweeted that made you so irritated. Actually, you tweeted their second one, but we're excited to announce the NIL Rivalry Raise, a fundraising competition designed to raise vital NIL resources for Ohio State and Michigan student athletes. Take home memorabilia, win the ultimate experience, yada, yada, yada. Obviously, people were furious. Folks didn't quite understand what was going on here with this. And after about an hour and 100 or so really nasty responses, which I went through every single one of them, wasn't a single positive one, they tweeted the response, which was this: whoa, a lot of responses, and we love the passion. To be clear, every dollar on every bid for Ohio State items and expenses stays where it belongs, in support of the Buckeyes. Signing day is coming, and nothing gets the competitive juices flowing like the game. So help us beat T-Ton and donate today. This ain't it, bro. This is everybody who's donated to 1870 has also been on the opposite side of losing to Michigan for 3 straight years. And many of those folks feel that they cheated their way through a lot of that, and teaming up with them to help their fan base get motivated to raise funds the day after they just put out a $10.5 million offer comes to light. Are you kidding me, dude? This is insane.
This would be like a charity softball game between the U.S. and Russia. Like, what are we doing? Like, can we get super serious? Like, we want to, get the competitive juices flowing, so we want to outraise like there. And no. This is what we do. 1870. Congrats. All you did was promote the foundation in a major way. We beat Michigan and NIL, whatever, not by the results of your stupid fundraising competition, but by the results of the classes we get. And then as a result of that, the wins we hopefully put together on the field. This was tone deaf. It was foolish. I know this is like Ryan Day's committee that he signed off on. Like, Ryan, I'm having a tough time. If you did sign off on this, defending that he doesn't get a thing, this is not something we ever should do. Never, ever, ever do I want to, in November, see a cover graphic with a Michigan running back and an Ohio State running back and a joint NIL event to try to see what's like to raise more money. Never. Don't even give them. They don't even deserve that. They disrespected the game. They disrespected you day in and day out. And also, their fan bases are delusional, don't live in reality. Most of them. There are a couple good ones. Shout out to you, Blue Wolverine. So I think this was awful. This was moronic. Whoever sat in that room and said, It's a great idea. Send the tweet. Fire him and anybody else who said yes. Fire them all and blow the whole thing up. But
listen,
you know, if you're you know, contribute to 1870, cancel now. I'm not doing it anymore. Like that, they clearly are on the wrong side of history with this one. I'm not going for it.
seriously, I've been involved with these guys from the beginning, right? I had this sitting on my desk this morning when I came down here. Like, I have been involved with these guys and supported them. Never again. Never again. And I'll tell you why. I got a hold of them last night to ask them if they were planning on reevaluating this particular thing. They're not. They didn't even respond, in fact. And when you see 100% negative feedback from the people who donate and you choose to continue to go ahead with something like this, yeah, I'm done. I just can't believe it, dude. I really can't.
Like, we have a chance to bury them. Like, why even agree to this stupid fundraiser competition to invigorate Michigan fans to donate? Like, don't even indulge in that. There's still a large portion of the Michigan fan base that thinks that NIL shouldn't be something they get involved in. So let them stay that way.
That's a great point. That's a great point. The foundation did not. The foundation, the other NIL collective, and I have been critical of the foundation.
As have I. I have too.
The foundation really did not like the fact that 1870 was named the official Ohio State NIL football collective. And the foundation, because of that, really went after 1870 for a long time. And because of that, them going back and forth, it made a lot of Ohio State media not come out and put the message out for either NIL because they didn't look like they were favoring one side or the other because it was so contentious. But the contention was all coming from the foundation, in my opinion. And that led to our NIL not really being very good in the first couple of years. Like, it wasn't. It wasn't until the Michigan game. I mean, Gene Smith also artificially kind of suppressed those donations by telling the athletic department donors not to divert any funds.
And not just that, he also did his first ever appearance with Austin Ward on a podcast to tell people why he doesn't exactly support donating to NILs. It was a ridiculous effort that Gene Smith did. So yes,
but the tweet that the foundation put out yesterday was absolutely totally appropriate in this situation, in my opinion. When they I'll pull that puppy up here now. All of the money donated to the foundation goes to the Ohio State student athletes only. Donate and sign up. So they got them, man. It's over now, buddy. Can we be honest, though? Like, yeah, you don't need two. You shouldn't have two. It's obnoxious. It's probably irritating.
Unnecessary.
Like, if I'm the head coach, right? And we've seen the way these deals come out and get structured. So now you've got to deal with two different. Okay, what do you say? Like, you take these two guys and you deal with him over here. You deal with these two over here. Like, it's obnoxious. One is much more efficient. One would be better. So as far as I'm concerned, 1870 can wither away and die at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there should only be one anyway. Like, why are we having a competition within the space? Like, all the fans should have like one central focus, one central goal, and it should be for one foundation. That way you keep things centralized and you don't have one side feeling like they have to team up with Michigan to help get things going.